Greetings, students. Today we embark on a historical voyage to understand the tides of American politics. Our focus: the ideologies of conservatism and liberalism, and their profound influence on the fabric of our nation. In the tapestry of American history, threads of political thought have intertwined to shape a nation. Today we unravel the strands of liberalism and conservatism, ideologies that have sculpted the American landscape from its inception. The Gilded Age, a term coined by Mark Twain, witnessed the opulence of the few while many languished in want. Liberal voices, then in their infancy, began to champion the cause of the common man, advocating for labor rights and fair wages amidst the glittering excess of the industrial barons. Conservatism, meanwhile, held sway in the halls of power, favoring tradition over transformation. The era's titans like Rockefeller and Carnegie epitomized the conservative ethos, amassing fortunes while advocating for free enterprise and limited intervention. As the 20th century dawned, the progressive era marked a liberal ascendancy. Reformers like Teddy Roosevelt and Jane Addams sought to curtail corporate excess and uplift the downtrodden, their efforts culminating in landmark legislation that redefined the government's role in American lives. Post-war America saw conservatism reimagined. The 1950s, an era of suburban idyll and Cold War tension, bore witness to a conservative undercurrent, even as liberal ideals simmered beneath, soon to erupt in the transformative 1960s. The 1960s roared with the high tide of liberalism. The Civil Rights Movement, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., and the anti-Vietnam War protests, exemplified the liberal quest for equality and peace, reshaping society's fabric. The 1980s heralded a conservative wave with Ronald Reagan at the helm. His policies, dubbed Reaganomics, sought economic vigor through tax cuts and deregulation, while the era also saw the rise of compassionate conservatism and the influential Christian Coalition, which sought to infuse politics with Christian values. Amidst this, the Christian Coalition emerged, a force marrying fiscal conservatism with social and moral imperatives. Founded by Pat Robertson and often associated with conservative Christian leaders like Jerry Falwell, it sought to shape politics to reflect Christian values, influencing debates on issues from abortion to education. Compassionate conservatism arose, a philosophy advocating for social welfare through the lens of conservative principles. It aimed to address social issues not by expanding government, but by empowering faith-based and community initiatives. The legacy of the 1980s conservative movement endures, its echoes heard in today's political discourse. The Christian Coalition's fusion of fiscal restraint and moral advocacy continues to inform contemporary conservatism, shaping policies and perspectives. As we traverse the annals of history, we see that liberalism and conservatism are not just ideologies but forces that have shaped and continue to shape the very soul of America. They are at the very fabric of the American story, each indispensable in understanding the nation's past and present.